Hi y'all, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been off for a while. I was taking a mental health break, dealing with some things, some personal things. So we are back and I hope to be posting on our original schedule, so a video a day during the weekdays. Before we get into the video, one of our subscribers won a little contest that we had put in the description to comment something. He'd read the description and commented it, so he did win $5. But he's asked that we donate it to a mental health charity, which I fully support and intend to double the donation. It was only $5, so we're just donating $10 total, so nothing crazy, but just to talk a little bit about the organization that we're supporting. It's to support the 988 suicide crisis lifeline. So I'll put a little bit more info about the charity in the description of this video. But thank you to Bubba Teeny for offering to put your winnings in this charity. So I appreciate you. I'll also put his channel down in the description below as well. But enough of that. Let's get into the video. Welcome to another game of Catan. Today we're in 4th position on this board, and I'm looking at the 364. It looks decent. Good amount of wheat. Solid amount of ore that's dispersed across 2 numbers, which I like. I also like the 8, 5, 10 going off to the right for the wood port. We should be able to get on ore here because the 3, 4, 6 gets taken. 5, 8, 10 gets taken. Then either the 4, 9, 11 gets taken or the 5, 11, 6 gets taken. So what likely happens is we go for road and we take the 4, 9, 11 with the 3, 4, 8. Okay, blue opting for the interesting, the 8, 5, 10. I think the 8, 3 probably will be open though. But I think I would have gone towards the wood port here. Just because I don't think he gets a placement that's close enough to him to where it's worth it going for road. I mean, maybe he ends up with the 5, 11, 6, but I think the fact that brick is so rare this game is something that I can hopefully use to my advantage. So I think now black takes the 3, 4, 6. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. But he takes the 3, 10, 8. What is going on in this game? Okay, so 3rd position is definitely going to take the 3, 4, 6. If they don't take the 3, 4, 6, we actually have a really good setup. I think either way we'll have a good setup now with the placements of our opponents. So if 3rd position takes the 3, 4, 6, then we should get the 5, 9, 10 with the 4, 11, 5. And then going towards the wood port, that's a pretty decent setup. And if they take the 3, 4, 6, or no, I just said that one. If they take the 4, 9, 11 or the 4, 5, 11, then we take the 3, 4, 6 with the 2, 5, or if the 9, 5, 10. And then if they take the 9, 5, 10, then we take the 3, 4, 6 with the 9, 6, 10. So we are in a good spot no matter what happens on this board. Honestly, I'm tempted to take the 11, 4, 5 with the 9, 6, 10 immediately. And then I'll place on the 4, 5 right away to get the start off brick to help us get to the 3 to 1. I think that's probably what I'll do. So no matter what, if I take the 3, 4, 6 or the 4, 5, 11. So say he takes the 6, 9, 10. Then I think we still take the 3, 4, 6. Or maybe the 4, 5, 11. Okay. So I'm thinking the 4, 5, 11, 6, 10, 9. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then going towards the 3 to 1. Problem is we are going to be competing with red pretty hard here because he's going to be on the 259, which is also a solid amount of double wheat, double sheep, double ore, whereas we're just going to have double ore, double sheep. But that being said, I don't know, that being said, it's still going to be an interesting game. Now, if we took the 4, 11, 5 and the 5, 10, 9 here, then we will have the brick or the ore port. We will be able to connect, most likely. Well, I just can't give red the 6, 9, 10. So I mean I can't even entertain that. That's obviously too dangerous of a setup. So we will do this. And then we'll try doubling up here, because the 11, 6 doesn't get taken. Okay, so now red probably takes the 2, 5, 9 here, or maybe even the 5, 9, 10, because the extra 2 is not going to help him too much. And they can go to the ore port at least. But yeah, it's going to be tricky. We'll probably end up having to block that 5 quite a bit. Black just with a gross first placement. I was planning on placing there as 4th, but I never think you take the 3, 10, 8 on this board in 2nd. Because of that, red's going to have a really good setup, and I'm going to have a really good setup. Also kind of screws blue up a little bit, because he's not going to get road, and he's not going to be able to compete very well with us for army. Okay, so we are going to be blocking that 5 quite a bit. It's the only way we compete with red here. Red's on some solid numbers. I'm on some decent numbers. It's really going to come down to who has the robber initiative. And what's nice is I'm right after red. So I will be able to switch the robber over to his 5. So that's good. That's good news. I also really like starting with that brick as well, because that'll help me get over to that 3 to 1. Wood's much easier to come by. And the ore port I don't think is as helpful as the 3 to 1 here, because I'll be able to port my sheep, and he's not going to want to port his ore. He's not on a ton of ore too. So I think between me and red, I think I have the better setup. That being said, our 9's going to get blocked. So we are going to need to invest in robbers to steal from red and hopefully get the wheat back. And we'll have brick as well too. Yeah, so he's going to probably beat us to the 11-6. That's no problem though. We can settle on the 9 and then just go full double city and dev cards. Wow. And blue has to settle for the 3-4. So it's really between me and red at this point. Interesting, you didn't even take the 2, 4, 9 here. Ooh, that's tempting. That gives us a city already. But that 11 is really hard to come by, and that puts us over 8. Or actually, that puts us at 7. Oh. I have no problem with getting a dev card here. In fact, maybe I like that more. Okay, another 9 hits. That's huge. And another 6. We didn't get a knight, unfortunately. But we got one of our VPs. Do we take that? Gives us the city. I think we have to take it. Yeah, we'll need to compete with red. And we're putting on the 9 because the 9's going to get blocked, so we want to double up our wheat as soon as possible. We don't want to give up our brick because we're going to need it. We need at least one more settlement here. Okay, so black just keeps trading him this. Gave him another city. So we got to block the 5 here indefinitely. And hopefully we get a wheat. We get a sheep. It's not horrible. Okay, well, red has 2 cities, so I think it's obvious you need to keep it on him. Question is, let's see, it's blue, so maybe you rob the 9 or the 6. Or the 4, and he steals my 1 brick. Dang. Not sure why he wouldn't have gone for red there. I guess he is afraid that I have the initiative on the robber, but because I don't, it makes me a little bit nervous here. And that's real tough that we got our brick stolen too. We need 2 bricks and 2 wood. I will happily give him that, assuming that my 9 gets blocked at some point. As red or as blue, I don't think you do. You go for dev cards this game because you're going to get outpaced no matter what. We do hit the 6. We hit the 5. Maybe we can get another 9 here. That would be huge. Nope, we can't afford to allow red a dev card. God, that's not super helpful. Problem is we might have to use this for 2 wheat just to make sure we can compete with red. So I wonder if he blocks red now, since he has 2 cities, or if he blocks us. I think it makes sense if he did block us, but we don't have the robber, which makes it a little bit tough. Puts on the 5. Steals from blue. Okay, so red really needs the brick. He wants to settle on the 6. I don't want to give him any dev cards here because I need to, I'm competing with him. Fine, I think we'll have to take this. Assuming that either gives him a dev card or it gives him, the 4-for-1. We do roll the 11. I'd rather trade with black. And I need my settlement. This also will help us get rid of some of our cards here. Okay, that's nice. He steals from red. And we hit the 9. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good. Another 9. And the 10. So we can get the city here, or we can get the knight. It is tempting to get the city here. Because I think we can still win army long term. That being said, I think our 9 gets blocked here. Wow, he blocks the 4. Okay, so he's still a little bit afraid of red. And blue doesn't play the knight here, so that's good. We will be expending all the rest of our efforts now on dev cards. First, let's see if anyone wants to make trades. Maybe black. Probably not. Don't want to give 2 ore away, so if black doesn't take this, we're just going to have to 3-1. Sure, we'll do that. The road building, wow. That's not what we wanted. Maybe we sneak road with it, though. But this isn't good, actually, because now blue has the initiative on the on army. So maybe it was a mistake that we put the city on the 4, 5, 11. Brutal block on the 6. Doesn't help us unless he does a wheat and a sheep. He might play the aggressive knight, though. That does make sense, especially if he knows he gets a ore. I'm tempted to block blue here. I'd be surprised. Okay, black doesn't take it. This is really only for black. I don't think I would want to make this trade with blue or red. I think blue blocks the 6 again, which is a good block. Okay, blocks the 4. Don't take our wheat. Don't take our wheat. Okay, he robs from red. We really need dev cards now. Okay, so red doesn't have a knight either. Oh, and he buys 3 dev cards. That's just gross. Another VP. Well, I think we can snag road here. So I think that's going to be our new win condition, funnily enough. Yeah, so I think depending on what rolls we mono either ore or wheat for that last city, and then we use the road building for road. But I am still really nervous of red here. Yeah, we're not going to compete with army at all. But it is nice that we have 2 VPs. That is a saving grace for sure. So do you block the 6 now at this point? You block the 5. Steal from blue. Okay. Our whole game really hinges on black not going for road early. Never in a million years would I thought my win condition would be road with this. But at this point, we really have like almost no shot. Okay, if there's any wheat, we will mono it. So if a 9 or a 6 gets rolled, we'll mono it. Place that last city down and then use the road building. Okay, so red doesn't have wheat either. God, that's gross. Okay, we are going to use it for our city. And then we're going to plan on our road building next time. Hopefully no one catches on to our plan. Let's see, blue doesn't have another knight, so red's going to be at least 7 next turn. And then he could have 2 VPs for 9. But unlikely since we have 2 VPs. It really depends on what black does here. Blue places another city. So he's kind of accepting at this point that red's got army. Okay, we hit another 9. Don't place another road. Don't place another road. Don't place another road. Don't place another road, please. Oh, okay. We should take this then. Oh. Oh no, we had it. We had it. We had it. Oh. Dang. That was such a close game. Oh man. So he did have 2 VPs. That was unlikely because I had 2 VPs as well, and there were still plenty of dev cards left. So almost all the VPs got pulled. God, that's tough. I don't know what we could have done differently with the dev cards that we got. I mean, we pulled so many dev cards, we didn't get anything that was super helpful to us. Let me know if there was anything you would have done differently. Maybe getting the 3 dev cards there instead of the city was the play. But I really didn't think that we were going to lose with this setup. Yeah, so I think that was the key mistake there. Should have gone for dev cards knowing that we were competing. Assumed that we were going to get it anyway, but shouldn't assumed. But nonetheless, good game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.